What if the Prince of Darkness stepped into the spotlight on one of television's most iconic stages? That's right. We're talking about none other than Ozzy Osbourne, the legendary frontman of Black Sabbath, making a surprise appearance on American Idol. This moment where rock royalty collided with the polished world of reality TV was not just a spectacle, it was a cultural phenomenon that left fans buzzing for weeks. Picture it, the dark, brooding figure of Ozzy strutting onto the stage, ready to showcase his unique blend of talent and eccentricity, while the ever-skeptical Simon Cowell sat in his judgmental throne, ready to unleash his signature critiques. It was a clash of worlds that many never saw coming, and it was absolutely glorious. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the moment when rock's most notorious icon tried to charm the masses, and how his unique persona played out in a realm usually reserved for budding pop stars. So brace yourself as we unravel this unexpected chapter in Ozzy's career and the lasting impact it had on the world of entertainment. To understand the sheer audacity of Ozzy Osbourne taking the stage on a show like American Idol, we first need to appreciate the man behind the myth. Born in Birmingham, England in 1948, Ozzy rose to fame in the late 1960s as the lead vocalist of Black Sabbath, a band that would become synonymous with heavy metal. With hits like Iron Man and War Pigs, Ozzy didn't just carve his name into rock history. He helped define a genre that thrived on rebellion, darkness, and a touch of the theatrical. Ozzy's persona complete with his wild antics, infamous bat-biting incident, and penchant for the bizarre earned him the moniker Prince of Darkness. He was a figure of fascination, embodying the spirit of rock and roll in all its chaotic glory. But it wasn't just his music that captivated audiences. It was the undeniable charisma that drew people in, even as his lifestyle raised eyebrows and sparked concern. As we fast forward to the early 2000s, we see Ozzy transitioning from rock icon to reality TV star. His family's reality show, The Osbournes, gave fans a closer look at his life, showcasing a more vulnerable side of the once revered rock god. This change in perception set the stage for his unexpected foray into American Idol. Here was a man who had spent decades challenging societal norms, now stepping into the limelight of a mainstream talent show. It was a move that would shock audiences, but also intrigue them. How would the Prince of Darkness fare in a world where pop idols reigned supreme? But before we delve into the chaos of that unforgettable audition, let's take a moment to explore the phenomenon that is American Idol and how it transformed the entertainment landscape. American Idol burst onto the scene in 2002, revolutionizing the way we discover and celebrate musical talent. With its unique blend of competition, drama, and emotional storytelling, the show quickly became a cultural juggernaut, captivating millions of viewers each week. It wasn't just a singing competition. It was an event that turned aspiring artists into overnight sensations, launching careers and shaking up the music industry. The show's format was simple yet effective. Contestants would audition in front of a panel of judges, showcasing their vocal abilities and personality, while the audience voted for their favorites. From the very beginning, American Idol thrived on the drama of competition, offering a stage for a diverse range of talent, from soulful balladeers to quirky performers who could hold their own in a crowded marketplace. The judges, particularly the sharp-tongued Simon Cowell, became household names, known for their candid and often brutal critiques that kept audiences on the edge of their seats. What made American Idol particularly fascinating was its ability to blend genres and showcase artists from various musical backgrounds. Pop, rock, country, and even R&B found a place within the show's framework, creating a melting pot of talent that appealed to a wide demographic. It was a platform that democratized music, allowing anyone with a dream and a decent voice to step into the limelight and compete for their chance at stardom. Now imagine the shockwave that rippled through the entertainment world when it was announced that Ozzy Osbourne, the heavy metal legend himself, would appear on the show. His entry into the American Idol arena was like throwing a boulder into a calm pond. The ripples of his presence would be felt far and wide. This was not just a mere cameo, it was an intersection of two worlds that rarely collided, highlighting the stark contrast between the polished pop idol image and Ozzy's raw, unfiltered rock persona. As audiences prepared for the upcoming season, whispers of Ozzy's appearance sparked a mix of excitement and skepticism. Would he bring his signature chaos to the stage? Would he be able to navigate the show's structured format? And most importantly, how would Simon Cowell, known for his no-nonsense attitude, react to the eccentric rock star? The anticipation was palpable, and fans couldn't wait to see what would unfold when the Prince of Darkness met the bright lights of American Idol. But the real excitement happened when Ozzy finally stepped onto that stage. What happened during his audition was a spectacle unlike anything viewers had ever seen. Let's dive into that unforgettable moment and see how Ozzy's unique charm and quirks played out in front of the American Idol judges. The moment had finally arrived. As the lights dimmed and the audience hushed in anticipation, the unmistakable figure of Ozzy Osbourne emerged from the shadows. Clad in his signature dark attire, complete with oversized sunglasses and a glint of mischief in his eyes, Ozzy was a sight to behold. The crowd erupted with cheers and applause, a cacophony of excitement that echoed throughout the theater. Here was a rock legend stepping into the world of pop competition, and everyone was eager to see how he would fare. As he approached the judges' table, the atmosphere was electric. The panel consisted of the ever-critical Simon Cowell, the bubbly Paula Abdul, and the insightful Randy Jackson. Each of them had their unique style, but they all shared one common goal: to find the next big star. Little did they know, Ozzy was not there to play by their rules. He was about to unleash a whirlwind of unpredictability that would leave them questioning everything they thought they knew about talent. In that moment, Ozzy transformed the audition into a spectacle, showcasing not just his vocal prowess but also his personality. His humorous and self-deprecating charm created a stark contrast to the serious nature of the competition. The audience loved it. They were witnessing a rock legend, a man who had danced with controversy and lived life on the edge, now engaging in playful banter with one of the hardest judges on television. The aftermath of Ozzy Osbourne's unforgettable audition on American Idol sent shockwaves throughout the entertainment world. Fans and critics alike were abuzz, dissecting every moment of his performance, and the reactions were as diverse as the audience itself. While some celebrated his daring crossover into the realm of mainstream talent shows, others questioned whether a rock legend belonged on such a platform. But behind the scenes, the implications of Ozzy's appearance were even more complex. Producers of American Idol had long sought to keep the show fresh and engaging, and casting Ozzy was a bold choice that reflected their desire to attract a broader audience. They understood that the unpredictable nature of a rock icon like Ozzy could bring an entirely new dynamic to the show. In a season where the competition seemed to follow a formulaic path, Ozzy's presence was like a breath of fresh air, injecting an element of chaos into the otherwise polished proceedings. However, the decision to feature Ozzy also raised eyebrows among some of the show's dedicated fans. Would his participation dilute the integrity of the competition? Critics voiced concerns that having a rock star with decades of experience competing against amateur singers created an uneven playing field. Yet, as the social media buzz grew, it became clear that Ozzy's appearance had sparked a dialogue about the very nature of talent and what it means to be a performer in the modern age. As the episode aired, the audience's reactions varied widely. Social media exploded with memes, hashtags, and fan tributes. Some viewers cheered for Ozzy, proclaiming him a breath of fresh air who reminded everyone that music should be fun and unpredictable. Others, however, lamented the fact that a figure like Ozzy, who had shaped the music industry, was now sharing the stage with aspiring pop stars. But this controversy only fueled the conversation around the show, drawing even more eyes to the season and prompting discussions about the evolution of musical genres in a reality TV format. In the immediate aftermath, Ozzy's public image experienced a fascinating transformation. While he had always been known for his wild antics and outrageous persona, his appearance on American Idol humanized him in a way that hadn't been seen before. Fans were no longer just enamored by the rock god, they were drawn to the man behind the myth. The playful banter with Simon Cowell and his self-deprecating humor showcased a side of Ozzy that resonated with audiences on a more personal level. It was a reminder that beneath the persona of the Prince of Darkness lay a relatable figure who enjoyed engaging with people and didn't take himself too seriously. As the dust settled, industry insiders began to speculate about the implications of Ozzy's participation in American Idol. Would this pave the way for other rock legends to cross over into the world of reality television? The answer was a resounding yes. In the years that followed, we would see a significant shift in how artists approached reality TV, with more musicians from various genres stepping into the spotlight. The boundaries that once separated rock from pop began to blur, and Ozzy had played a crucial role in that transformation. But the story doesn't end there. The ripples of Ozzy's American Idol appearance would extend into his career and the broader music landscape, influencing how rock artists were perceived in the realm of pop culture. Let's dive deeper into how this appearance changed the trajectory of Ozzy's career and the reality TV landscape, shaping the future of artistic expression in unexpected ways. The reverberations of Ozzy Osbourne's American Idol audition stretched far beyond that single episode, creating a significant impact on his career and the broader landscape of reality television. While many fans celebrated his unexpected crossover, the implications of this moment would resonate in ways that even Ozzy himself might not have anticipated. In the weeks following his appearance, Ozzy experienced a surge in public interest. Fans old and new flocked to his social media accounts, eager to engage with the rock icon who had once again proven that he was anything but ordinary. The engagement with his audience skyrocketed, with many expressing admiration for his willingness to step outside the confines of the rock world and into the realm of mainstream pop culture. This newfound visibility opened up opportunities for collaborations, appearances, and even a resurgence in album sales. It was as if the rock god had tapped into a wellspring of nostalgia and curiosity that breathed new life into his career. Critics, however, were divided. While some praised Ozzy for his audacity and ability to embrace change, others argued that his participation in a talent show undermined the artistry of rock music. They feared that the very essence of what made Ozzy a legend was being diluted by his exposure on a platform that celebrated commercial pop. But amidst the criticism, Ozzy remained unfazed, embodying the spirit that had defined his career from the beginning. "I'm just here to have a good time," he would often say, reminding everyone that music was meant to be enjoyed, regardless of genre. Ozzy's American Idol moment also sparked conversations about the evolving nature of music and celebrity. In a world where social media and instant gratification reigned supreme, the lines between genres began to blur. Artists from different backgrounds started to collaborate more frequently, leading to an era where rock, pop, hip-hop, and other genres coexisted in ways that were previously unimaginable. Ozzy's appearance served as a catalyst for this transformation, demonstrating that artists could embrace their roots while also exploring new avenues for expression. Moreover, Ozzy's participation in American Idol opened the door for other legendary musicians to step into the reality TV spotlight. Following his lead, we saw everyone from country icons to hip-hop legends making appearances on similar shows. The acceptance of rock artists in pop-centric environments became a trend, and Ozzy's fearless approach set a precedent for others to follow. It was a reminder that music at its core is about storytelling, connection, and breaking boundaries. In the months that followed, the media continued to discuss Ozzy's audition, with various outlets analyzing its impact on both his career and the music industry as a whole. Fans reminisced about the moment as a turning point, a flashpoint where the worlds of rock and pop collided in spectacular fashion. And as Ozzy continued to tour, release new music, and engage with fans, his status as a cultural icon only solidified. But the legacy of Ozzy's American Idol appearance wasn't just confined to his career. It also left a lasting impact on the reality TV landscape itself. As we explore the broader implications of Ozzy's foray into this world, we'll uncover how his presence influenced the evolution of talent shows and shaped the future of artistic expression in ways that continue to resonate today. Ozzy Osbourne's unexpected appearance on American Idol didn't just create a momentary buzz, it signaled a seismic shift in the landscape of reality television and the music industry. The impact of his performance reached far beyond the confines of a single episode, influencing how talent shows were produced, marketed, and perceived by audiences around the globe. In the years following Ozzy's audition, reality television began to embrace a broader spectrum of musical genres and personalities. Producers recognized that audiences were hungry for authenticity and unpredictability, and the old formula of polished pop stars began to evolve. This evolution allowed for a more diverse range of artists to shine on platforms that were once heavily curated for mainstream appeal. Ozzy's fearless and unconventional approach to his audition became a blueprint for introducing rock and alternative artists into the mix. The success of Ozzy's appearance led to an influx of other legendary musicians crossing over into reality TV. Artists who once might have shunned such platforms began to see the value in reaching new audiences and connecting with fans in a more personal way. It wasn't just about competing for a record deal, it was about sharing their stories, their struggles, and their music with a generation that craved genuine connection. This shift was evident in shows like The Voice and America's Got Talent, which began to feature a wider array of genres and artists who didn't fit the traditional mold of a pop star. Moreover, Ozzy's influence extended beyond just music. His unique personality and willingness to embrace his quirks opened the door for other celebrities to showcase their authentic selves on reality television. Audiences began to favor relatable and real personalities over the polished, scripted personas that had dominated earlier seasons of talent shows. This shift toward authenticity resonated deeply with viewers who responded positively to artists willing to be vulnerable and real rather than just putting on a show. Additionally, the rise of social media during this period further amplified the impact of Ozzy's American Idol moment. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok allowed fans to engage with their favorite artists in real time, breaking down the barriers between celebrities and their audiences. When Ozzy delivered his playful remarks and hilarious anecdotes during his audition, it resonated with viewers not just as a rock icon, but as someone who was approachable and relatable. This connection was crucial in cultivating a loyal fan base that continued to support him long after the episode aired. As the reality TV landscape continued to evolve, the success of artists like Ozzy paved the way for the emergence of hybrid shows that blurred the lines between competition and entertainment. These programs began to incorporate elements of storytelling, behind-the-scenes access, and even celebrity guest appearances that made for engaging content. Ozzy's presence on American Idol demonstrated that even the most unexpected personalities could resonate with audiences and thrive in a competitive environment, inspiring the next generation of artists to embrace their individuality and uniqueness. As we look back on the lasting impact of Ozzy Osbourne's American Idol appearance, it becomes clear that this was not just a singular moment in time. It was a defining event that reshaped the music industry and reality television as we know it. But what does this all mean for the future of music and entertainment? As we wrap up our exploration of this unforgettable chapter, let's reflect on the questions it raises and the potential for even more surprising moments in the world of music. Reflecting on the astonishing moment when Ozzy Osbourne strolled onto the American Idol stage, it's clear that this was more than just an unexpected crossover. It was a cultural watershed that challenged our preconceived notions of music, celebrity, and reality television. Ozzy, the Prince of Darkness, managed to light up the stage with a blend of humor, authenticity, and a rawness that resonated with both fans and critics alike. His presence created ripples that transformed not just his career, but also the landscape of talent shows and the music industry as a whole. From his lively banter with Simon Cowell to his unapologetic performance of Crazy Train, Ozzy showcased a side of himself that was both relatable and captivating. In doing so, he blurred the lines between rock and pop, proving that music transcends genre and that authenticity can triumph over polish. The aftermath of his appearance ignited conversations around the evolving nature of music, breaking down barriers between artists from different backgrounds and encouraging a new wave of collaboration and experimentation. As we consider the implications of Ozzy's foray into reality TV, we must also recognize the broader lessons it teaches us. In a world increasingly driven by social media and instant gratification, audiences crave authenticity and connection. The success of Ozzy's appearance on American Idol served as a reminder that artists can embrace their individuality and remain true to their roots while still reaching new audiences. The ensuing shift in reality television programming, where the quirks and eccentricities of artists are celebrated rather than shunned, speaks to a cultural desire for genuine interactions and stories. But here's the thought-provoking question we're left with. What other unexpected moments in music history have challenged our perceptions and reshaped the industry? As we look ahead, it's clear that the world of entertainment continues to evolve, and with it comes the potential for even more surprising intersections of talent and culture. Will we see more rock legends stepping into the spotlight of reality television? Will emerging artists find new ways to captivate audiences by breaking the mold? As we close the chapter on this remarkable moment in Ozzy's career, we're reminded that the landscape of music is ever-changing, and with each new twist and turn, there are stories waiting to be told. Perhaps the next surprise is just around the corner, waiting for the right moment to unfold in the spotlight. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating intersection of rock and reality TV. If you enjoyed this exploration of Ozzy Osbourne's unforgettable appearance on American Idol, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the golden age of gaming and beyond. Until next time, keep celebrating the music that moves you, and remember, in the world of entertainment,